All right, Bobby, you're our intro guy.
Today is a special day, and today is a podcast where we talk about that special day. I'm Bobby Parker.
I'm Joey Nickel.
I'm Marcus Crespo.
Welcome to Today Is.
All right, we have a special guest here for you today. Marcus Crespo is our guest. He's been on before once?
Yeah.
Just once,
Just
right?
once.
Okay, just once. Actually, that was one of our highest downloaded episodes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
For the audio platform.
We call it the Crespo bump.
Yeah. Well, it was also I also have come to realize that a lot of our small bumps happen because of the topic. Like the topic gets in the algorithm somehow.
Yeah.
And our topic that day was fast food. And I think that kind of got in the algorithm well, that topic. And so maybe, that's probably a factor too. But that was actually one of our highest downloaded episodes
So
on the audio.
all of our episodes are now titled Fast Food.
Yes. Fast Food with Marcus Crespo.
Yeah.
All of them are
Yeah, that's the name of the podcast going forward.
So now for our YouTube views, our highest viewed ones are two joke-related ones. So we had Tell a Joke Day and Tell an Old Joke Day were two topics. For some reason, those are our highest viewed ones on YouTube.
Interesting.
And I don't know why. We did have guests on those, like multiple guests on each of those episodes, and maybe that's why
Yeah.
those got more views.
Were they attractive guests? That's
No.
That's a visual platform.
Yeah,
I was wondering. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
they were Emery,
Uh-huh.
not an ugly person, but
Yeah.
not giving us that attractive bump probably.
Yeah, not a supermodel.
Dave Koenig, Isaiah Burns, and Amir were.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
So I don't know. Those were two that we filmed in interesting places too. Like we filmed it at the rest. One of them we filmed at Gigi's, inside Gigi's.
Okay.
And then so it did look different visually than our other episodes.
Yeah,
And then one we filmed.
Maybe doing their crab legs.
Yeah, maybe. And then when we filmed at the Comedy Zone in front of, like, at the bar, at the where Rock Bottom is
So
performed.
maybe they like the occasional change. Of
Yeah,
scenery on
maybe the
YouTube.
change of scenery gave us a bump or something, or I don't know.
Or maybe those four guests are like hot in the Scandinavian market.
Yeah, right. Something like
So
they're really into Russian bots, like those. They really like those.
I think going forward, the podcast is only going to be filmed in visually stunning locations. We're going to have multiple guests, and it will only be called Fast Food with Marcus Crespo.
Yeah,
we just solved the
we
algorithm.
solved the algorithm.
Yeah.
We're gonna get lots of views now.
Yeah.
But at the top of the show, we usually talk about shows we've done recently.
Yeah.
Bobby just did The Villages. We talked about it on our. We're going to talk about it on our next episode.
Yeah.
But he just did that Villages Got Talent.
Yeah.
And he saw some familiar faces being advertised.
Yeah. I walked in, and I immediately they've got the nice signs that digital signs. So hey, here's upcoming, and it kind of switches, and I saw two people I've worked with before and absolutely adore. One, Andy Forrester, and two, Marcus Crespo, our guest. And while I was taking the picture, because I took a picture, put on Facebook. I'm like, this is fun, love it. I noticed that they misspelled your name.
Yeah.
So I also wanted to let you know that.
I could see somebody spelling it Crespo, like that one.
There's so many. There's so many. Yeah, there's so many. I used to have. There was a time in middle school where a substitute teacher pronounced it crispy. Crispy, and then mispronounced my first name, which I don't know how she did that.
How do you mispronounce Marcus?
She pronounced it mucus.
Mucus Crispy.
Yeah, that was my nickname
Okay.
for 6 months because of that substitute teacher. So
that is fantastic.
Mucus Crispy.
yeah,
That's awesome. That's your prop comic.
yeah, mucus crispy.
Mucus Crispy.
I'm a ventriloquist. Puppet.
You have like a giant nose that you blow your nose all the time.
I pull the puppets out of the nose.
Mucus Crispy.
Yeah.
Yeah, my name. You know what's funny is I go by a stage name, because people who use stage names are idiots. Uh, Listen, I know I've had my issues with people in stage names, but I do use a stage name, and honestly, I do hate my name. And I thought about changing it, and I was talking to my wife about it, and she's like, "No, I'm glad you don't use your real name because she's a teacher."
Right.
And she's like, "I'm glad that doesn't get associated, and that's fine." But she's like, if you change your name to something else that's also not your real name, you're gonna get sick of that too. She's like, so just keep it, just keep Joey Nickel. So I keep Joey Nickel, and I mainly changed it because my real last name is so hard to spell and pronounce and everything. I wanted to make it easier for people, and that was a nickname I got in high school, Joey Nickel. So I thought, it's already my nickname, and my name is Joseph. Like Joey is my real name, and all that, but it still gets spelled wrong all the time, and I'm always surprised at how it gets spelled wrong. A lot of people want to do Nichols, like Nichols,
Plural.
which is
Makes sense.
makes sense
because
because that is a last name that people have. Nickel is a last name people have too, but like Nichols is the more common version of that, so that makes sense. But the very first time I ever got booked at the Comedy Zone, like so after the graduation show, they booked. I got passed at the Comedy Zone. He books me on my first showcase. My name was listed as Joey Knuckles on the promotional material, which is honestly a better name. Like,
That's a loan shark name.
yeah, right, Joey Knuckles.
There was a comedian who worked in town here named Tony Knuckles.
There was?
Yes.
There was a Tony Knuckles?
Tony Knuckles.
Did he work at the Comedy Zone?
He worked at the Comedy Zone.
Maybe that's what they thought. Maybe when they saw that's in their brain.
Pretty good friends with Danny Johnson. And
that must be why they put that. Because they, like, just the association, they're like, Joey, they must have just accidentally put Knuckles instead of Nickel.
Or you just
Because
look
of
like
that.
a mob enforcer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I thought Joey Knuckles sounded awesome. Like I could have that tattooed on my, like, Joey and then Knuckles on the other hand.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
Walter.
Yeah, exactly.
Joey Nickel, Tommy Knuckles, and Sal Pistol.
Yeah.
Sal Pistol Whip.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that sounds a lot tougher than Nickel. Which Joey Nickel kind of sounds like a mom name anyway.
Yeah.
But it also sounds like it could be a real name. That's the main reason I was like, that sounds like it is a made up name, but it also sounds like it could be a real name. And I did check before I started going by the name whether there was like another comic named Joey Nickel. I did not find anybody. The only reference to Joey Nickel in existence in media is the
You.
What? Well, yeah. Well, if you Google Joey Nickel, I'm the first 4 hits. Like
hits is a bad choice of
yeah,
words
right.
in this situation.
All the hits are mine.
Yeah.
No, but and then the next number 5 is the reference to the Woody Allen film. Like, what movie is that? There's a Woody Allen film where there's a character named Joey Nickel, and it's just a short little thing where he talks about this guy he knew named Joey Nickel, and that's it. And it's just like,
I'm going to plead ignorance. I don't think I've ever actually watched a Woody Allen movie.
Yeah, I don't watch Woody Allen films because I'm not a 15-year-old girl.
yeah,
So,
or a 70-year-old man.
yeah. So anyway, that was back when I was a 15-year-old girl. I used to watch Woody Allen movies. I don't know if we should make those jokes, but
Yeah.
but yes, I have not watched any Woody Allen movies in a long time. But there is a character named Joey Nickel. I think it's in what movie is I can't remember. Anyway, there is a character named Joey Nickel in that.
Yeah, actually, when I started, I actually tried to go with a nickname route.
Yeah,
I was Marcus Cupcake Crespo. And the thing is, I had only done like talent shows. So when I made it into the open mic scene, I made it to one open mic, and then Nick Harvey was hosting. Nick Harvey's another Jacksonville comic, and he roasted my nickname like just violently, like roasted it, and it was funnier than my whole set. So I just gave it up after that.
Yeah, I would too.
Oh.
Nobody's roasted my name mainly because it sounds like a real name, so nobody's like.
Yeah.
I am not a fan of you already know this about me. I am not a fan of names that aren't that are not names. Like I don't like stage names that don't make sense. Like they're just dumb. Like
Water Bottle Joe or something.
yeah,
Like that.
and it's like or like who? I guess I don't want to say specific names.
Yeah.
On the podcast, but there was a guy at the open mic a couple weeks ago that was like, "My name's so and so because they call me this because I do this," and it's like nobody calls you that.
Yeah.
Like you think it's cool and came up with that to put on the open mic. Like nobody called. There's not a real person in your life that calls you that.
I'm going to blame what I think is one of my favorite joke writers of all time, Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah, Larry the Cable Guy. We can definitely blame a lot of this on Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah.
Cedric the Entertainer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
like
and the thing
Earthquake.
yeah, the thing with Larry the Cable Guy, that was just a character he did to call into radio stations.
Right.
And
Yeah. But it took off.
It was a
Yeah.
lark that he caught lightning in a bottle, and I think it's extremely talented joke writer, and just it just worked for him.
So the difference between that's the only thing about having a name that's not a name is I do feel like the something like the Larry the Cable Guy sounds better than like Larry. If he was trying to make it his last name,
Right.
Like where it was like Larry Cable Man or I don't know, or Larry Cable Guy. Like if it were Larry Cable Guy, I think that is worse than Larry the Cable Guy because at least it is upfront about you are a character.
Yeah.
So that at least you're upfront about that, and also you get famous enough, you can break any rule you want as far as comedy and like Fluffy. You know, he wears shorts on stage constantly, and it's like or even Big J Okerson wears shorts on stage, and it's like he can do it because it works for him. Yeah. It's like, but as a general rule, I think shorts on stage look sloppy and as bad as a bad nickname.
I would like to take a moment and talk to our audience, specifically Larry Cable Guy. This is not meant as a dig towards you, sir.
But yeah, that's now some of like Earthquake came by his name. Honestly, I feel like they gave him that name. Like he did not go by Earthquake when he started. When he started comedy, and then he started going by Earthquake because they gave him that name because he would rile up the crowd so much that it would sound like an earthquake from outside of the audience.
Yeah. No, also, I think there is a clarification between communities.
Yes.
Like the community the Earthquake came from, because a lot of that is also very social.
Yes.
In that circuit.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like, if you see someone that looks like Larry the Cable Guy, that's usually self-appointed nicknames.
Yeah, that does sound. Yeah, exactly. Whenever it's it's the something it does sound self-appointed. But yeah, I do. Earthquake, I feel like gets a pass for that just because it is. Also, the only thing about Earthquake is like, what do you call him if you want to sound respectful? You don't call him Mr. Quake.
Yeah.
I mean, you just have to call him Earthquake. That's the only problem I have with that is you have to call him the whole name.
Yeah.
Dr. Earthquake.
Yeah, right.
I mean, if we're going to be respectful and use honorifics, it's going to be Dr. Earthquake.
Yeah, I guess Dr. Earthquake. He's a seismologist. Real quick, I do have an earthquake story. And now that we're talking about earthquake, this has nothing to do with the topic that we're gonna. But this is fine. Most of our episodes, half the episode has nothing to do with the topic.
I'm curious if it's going to be an actual geological event or the comedian.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I have an earthquake. Well, actually, I have an earthquake story, and I have an earthquake story.
You have an earthquake and an earthquake story.
So I did live in San Diego for a while, and I did live through an earthquake. It was not much. I was in the car at the time, and it wasn't moving. We were just sitting in the car, and then we started to feel it shake.
Oh, wow.
And then we're like, oh, that's crazy. And now this is pre-smartphones, so you weren't getting alerts saying there was an earthquake or anything. So we had to be like, hey, did you feel that? Like, that's how you found out if it was an earthquake. Like, you had somebody walking down, you feel that too? Yeah, that was an earthquake. That's how you knew it was an earthquake back then in 2002. So Earthquake, the person, Earthquake, the comic, I was scheduled to MC for Earthquake. Now, I have MC'd for all kinds of comics, urban comics, mixed comics, family-friendly comics, like everything. And by this point in my career, I had opened for, I think this is after I had already opened for Donnell Rawlings, which Donnell Rawlings does not, I would say, does not have an urban audience. Donnell Rawlings has a very mixed audience, has a very diverse audience because of the Chappelle Show.
Absolutely, yeah.
So there's all, so I had no problem opening for Donnell Rawlings. It was a pretty easy crowd to open for, very diverse, very much like, just kind of liked comedy kind of crowd. But Earthquake, on the other hand, Earthquake is a very urban crowd. I think the whole time of the entire experience of the weekend. So 5 shows. I did 5 shows with Earthquake, all sold out. And I think the entire time I saw maybe 3 other white people besides myself. So I saw 3 other white people the entire time, and I'm not counting the staff. Just audience members, 3 other white people. Like it was almost completely black audiences, which is fine. And I thought I knew how to perform for urban crowds. I had done a few shows in town with some urban bookers and stuff like that I thought I thought I could handle it. I was wrong. I could not handle it. They did not care about me. They didn't dislike me.
Right.
They just 2 things were working against me. They were there to see Earthquake.
Yeah.
That's always a minus for the host.
Yes, headliner always going to get those props.
Always gonna. There's definitely a mentality, whether it's conscious or not, of saving laughter. They're not gonna get too riled up yet because they know, especially Earthquake, because they know they're gonna go crazy once Earthquake comes out.
It's like watching the previews at a movie. It's like, this
looks like a good movie, but I'm not.
I might dedicate time to it later. But
yeah, exactly.
I want to see what I paid for.
Yeah, exactly. And everybody's there to see Earthquake. So that was working against me. First show I go, so the Thursday show, which sometimes the Thursday show is not that great anyway. Lately, it's gotten better. Thursday shows have gotten better because that's when fans come out.
Yep.
A lot of times. Well, in this case, that didn't help me. But so Thursday show, also shows sold out, by the way. I get up to do my set. Maybe the first 20 to 30 seats have not been filled yet. So they have not even shown up yet.
Yeah.
So there's a good chunk right up at the front who have not shown up yet. And honestly, like, they know Earthquake's not going first of all. So just from that alone, you're going to get people coming in late. So while I'm on stage, people are coming in and getting their seats. They're still treating my set as if this is the time you find your seat. So that's already against me. So right now we're up to 2 strikes.
Yeah.
And then just the cultural differences and my style at the time, my probably lack of adaptability at the time in my experience level. I'm trying to do my same jokes I do everywhere, and it just wasn't. Nobody was laughing. And it was worse than it was worse than not being paid attention to. Like, not being paid attention to, you can excuse, because you're like, well, they're not paying attention. Obviously, they're not laughing.
Right.
If you hear conversations and it's like, well, they're not paying attention.
Yeah.
But it was like just silence, which is way worse. Silence is way worse than rowdiness, right? Like, as far as ego is concerned, like, silence is now, as far as like trying to handle the crowd. Obviously, a rowdy crowd's worse than a silent crowd. But like, as far as just doing comedy, it's tough. And so I'm sitting there doing my set, trying to do my best. I'm like, this is my best material, in my mind, my best material at the time. And it's just not going well. I got a couple chuckles maybe. And a very, very much an air of like, okay, well, what? Like, like that. Like, that was the reaction. About halfway through my set, I'm working up. I've got this really, what I think is a really awesome closer, and I'm working my way up to it. And I'm setting up some callbacks and stuff like that. As I'm working, about halfway through, I'm working up to this closer, because I'm only doing like, I think 10 minutes up there. I hear a very low, like, in the way back of the room, like, just one guy, which is worse than no laughter to me at this time. I'm like, because now everybody's like, what the heck? Like, who thinks this is funny? Kind of, and I'm just like, who? Now in my mind, I'm thinking this guy's making fun of me, or like what? Like, there's so many things going through my head. And it's just one guy laughing the whole time, and it's not like a staff member or another. It's not like a comic I know or something, which sometimes can be, sometimes I hear you laugh or something, and whatever. So I don't recognize the laughter, and it's not, and so it kind of is making it worse. And I'm like, okay, I finished my set. And then I'm like, all right, anyway, here's your feature for the night, so-and-so. And then he doesn't come out. And I'm just standing there. And I'm like, huh. I guess he's around here somewhere. And it's just like this is now the worst possible scenario. I'm like, now I'm having to riff on the other. So then I like do this thing where I pretend to go back and come out as him. Like, I don't know why I thought that would be funny.
Yeah.
We're like, well, anyway, I'm your new guy. And then his entrance music starts while I'm trying to do this bit. So like I'm trying this like dumb bit that's terrible already. And then as I start talking on the microphone to try to do this bit, the entrance music starts. And then the guy comes out finally. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So then after his set, he's like, yeah, I was expecting you to leave the stage and then I come out to my entrance music, which we did not talk about that ahead of time.
Yeah.
Now maybe this is something he's done at every show and it's never been a problem.
Yeah.
But I had never hosted a show where that was the case. It was always I introduce the person, they come out on stage while I'm still on stage, then I leave the stage. Right? I would say.
Well,
do you think that's the standard?
That's actually how they in most comedy classes and stuff.
Yeah, right. That's the standard, right?
Yeah, they actually disrespect. Some people view it disrespectful if you leave the stage
right
before I get
exactly.
on stage.
And this was not my first time emceeing, so so this is. In my opinion, I'm like, well, I'm not the idiot in this situation, right?
Yeah.
Like, if he wanted me to do that, he should have told me. Now, to be fair, maybe he usually does, and he just forgot to say something about it, which is fine. I'm nothing against that guy.
Or very likely, somebody was told, "Hey, tell the host this."
And then it never got to me. It never got to me. So anyway, and this guy is friends with Earthquake. Like he opens for Earthquake everywhere. So he's used to a well-oiled machine. So he goes out, does his thing. After the show, he's like, "Hey, come off the stage. I come out to an entrance. It's a thing for me to come out to the entrance music, that kind of stuff." I was like, great. And also I was not, and then he brings up Earthquake, and then Earthquake ends the show. So I didn't even, that was it. I only was doing that and bringing him up. That was my whole job.
Those are the easiest ones.
I know. You don't have to go up afterwards. Yeah. So anyway, I sit and watch Earthquake, which, by the way, if you grew up like me, it was hard to understand him at first. Like, it took me a minute to like get his.
Yeah.
Like, it took me probably 10 minutes of his set of like, I don't even know what he's saying. Like, he's like, it's almost like he just has a rhythm and just a way of talking. And then eventually I was able to kind of zone in on it and understand and be like, and he is hilarious. Like he is super funny and it's super energetic and just really commands the crowd. And I, after watching several shows with him, definitely huge. I'm a huge fan of his, and I like seeing him on whenever I can, whenever he shows up. But so after the show, I'm standing there in the lobby, just like, with my tail between my legs, kind of thing, just sitting there. Yeah. And Earthquake is coming from back around the stage to come meet people, and then I'm just kind of standing there. Now, I'm not planning on saying anything to Earthquake because either A, he doesn't know who I am, or B, knows who I am, which is worse. Like that. Like, it's worse if he knows I'm the opener. So he comes by, he punches me in the shoulder, and he goes, "Hey, I was laughing for you back there." So that was him laughing the whole time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Like that was. So I was like, okay, that's cool. But I wish people knew it was him. Like, if the audience knew it was, because nobody knew it was Earthquake back there laughing. If people knew it was Earthquake back there laughing,
they
might have come around.
Yeah.
You know what? As for having a difficult crowd and crowd just not ready to laugh, not there to see you, getting that from Earthquake.
Yeah,
that is awesome.
For Earthquake to tell me, I don't know if he actually thought it was funny or if he was just trying to help. Yeah. Either way, it's complimentary. Yeah. Either way, I feel great about the interaction.
I like that because that means he's a comics comic.
Yes,
He's
for sure.
Clearly knows the struggle.
Yes.
Or That's cool. Because I was talking to a bunch of comics. We were talking about like what would be your goal as a comic? Because some people want to take over the world. I don't think that's ever going to happen for me. My goal would be an earthquake type career. Because last time I checked, he clears probably anywhere from $4 to $7 million a year. Doing
Yeah,
stand-up
just
comedy.
doing shows.
Just doing shows
because he
No-
sells out.
He's been on some stuff, but like no one knows.
He's
him
not
from
a
that.
TV personality.
He's a comic.
Yeah.
He makes like at the minimum $4 million a year, and for the most part, he can go to Costco and buy his own groceries.
Yeah,
He doesn't get super hassled,
No.
and he's respected in the comedy world. You know, like if you're a comic,
yeah.
you've heard of him. Even
Yeah.
if you're not familiar with his material or even his like credentials, you've heard the name Earthquake.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, and so like that, I'm like that's a pretty solid career.
I would agree. I feel like Earthquake's careers have definitely that's the for me that is the dream career. Yeah, definitely. Because definitely he's famous enough to make tons of money and sell out crowds, but he's not so famous that he can't walk down the street.
Yeah.
And I think that would be great.
Yeah.
I think he's the epitome of what road dogs want to be.
That's what they want. Yeah, that's what they're trying to be.
And
yeah.
That it would be amazing to go out and get laughter like he does, and pay a mortgage.
Honestly,
Yeah.
that's kind of how Dusty Slay is. Like he's kind of turning into that. He's kind of the Earthquake of mellow Southern guys.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't have like TV credits or anything.
Yeah.
And he's built this career in selling out shows and doing theaters on just stand up. Like it's not like he had. Now, obviously, the Nateland podcast gives him some visibility.
But I think they in a parallel way they're very similar because Earthquake is Earthquake, but he doesn't have a nickname that requires him to be a character. He just is.
He just is that
he's
guy.
just that guy that is named Earthquake.
Right.
And Dusty
Yeah.
Slay has a look that you think should be
Should
a
be a character, but it's just his look.
but it's just
It's
just his
him.
look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's him.
So I think there's like authenticity in something that should be kind of hokey.
There's authenticity in something that seems like a character.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, you look at Larry the Cable Guy. Larry the Cable Guy is doing Dusty Slay. You know, like he's doing a character. You know,
Yeah.
it's like it's an obvious character that he's doing.
Yeah.
But Dusty is just kind of already a character.
But the difference between the three is Larry the Cable Guy is stuck being Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah.
Dusty, even though he has that look, he can pivot material wise.
Yeah.
I've seen him. I've
Right.
seen over the years how the
Yeah.
material changes a little bit.
Mhm.
And Earthquake, he's not set to anything.
Yeah,
No one
right.
really, there's no real set
Because he is
thing.
being authentic. They
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
being authentic.
So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's definitely a goal. Obviously, some comics can take over the world and have. You know, Nate Bargatze has basically taken over the world at this point.
Yeah.
By being himself, by being
Yeah,
authentic.
that is true.
That's
By
I
being
think that-
authentic and being himself. I mean, yeah, it is very crazy to see the growth of Nate Bargatze. Now, a lot of that is how he spends his earnings in development. You know, which
Right.
is honestly, if I were to the point where I were making millions of dollars doing stand up, that's probably where I would go with it too. I would want to create an empire to also employ my friends.
Yeah.
That's
And-
probably where I would go with that.
Yeah. I mean, and then going into parallels, you got like someone way the polar opposite of as far as
Bobby.
personnel.
Can you hit dismiss on that?
Yes.
Oh.
That alarm.
You
It's probably vibrating the phone right now.
Yeah.
Let's see.
just see it's like,
Wait, Okay, now hit. Okay, now hit dismiss.
there we go.
Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Hey. Well, it didn't stop the recording.
Yeah.
That's good. It didn't stop the
Okay,
recording.
sweet.
That's good. But it
But-
completely derailed it. No.
No,
what was it?
like so two people that are polar opposites as far as personality wise, but you got like Kevin Hart, you got like Nate
Yeah.
Bargatze,
Yeah.
super successful, both of them super successful. What my favorite thing about both of them, and I've seen Kevin Hart over the years do it, and I'm seeing Nate do it a lot more, especially on the social media, is he is now giving a voice to guys that he knows.
Yes.
Like you said,
Yeah.
he employs his buddies on the podcast
Yeah.
and stuff, but I seen him share clips of other comics that he
Right.
knows of or
Yeah.
and stuff. People I've never heard of until he shared the clip. So I think that I think if you're gonna get in that position, I think that should be something that also comes with it is lifting people that don't
and
have.
he has the drive and mindset for it.
Yeah.
You know, somebody like Dusty, I don't feel like has the desire to push for it like an empire kind of thing, and that's fine. That's what he wants to do. He's kind of blue collar in that way, where he just wants to work. He just wants to work all the time and make money and you know, and provide for his family kind of stuff. He kind of has a very blue collar way of doing what he's doing in the entertainment business. Whereas Nate, I feel like, has more of a, I want, you know, I want to create. Not only do I want to create a place for my friends to work and comics that I like to work, I want to create a platform that everybody can enjoy. Like that's kind of his goal, and it's like I want Nate Land to be something that your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your grandma, your grandpa, everyone can enjoy it. They're gonna find something for everybody in our brand.
So what I'm hearing is stay true to yourself and keep working at what you think is your authentic version of yourself. And hey, I'm going to focus on what I know works for me because this is real for me. I'm not explaining that well.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Ultimately, I mean, because the thing is, if you are not authentic, then you're pigeonholed into something that you can't pivot.
Yeah.
You can't shift out of it.
I will say my career got vastly more successful when I learned to not fight myself. Like when I learned to not try to be something I'm not. Like when I learned to not try to mimic somebody else or to be a character in some way, my career got vastly more successful. Now, part of that is because I just got better at comedy over the years, but I also feel like there is something people respond to when they know you're being authentic. And even when I lie on stage, which everyone does, everyone's going to embellish or say something or add a little clip to something or add a little tag to something that's not necessarily completely true. Even when I really want them to feel like it's authentic, even if it's something that didn't actually happen, it's always something that would have happened. To like that's how I would have reacted to this situation.
Right.
Or if I'm telling a story that was actually happened to somebody else, but in my life, I might tell that story on stage as if it happened to me. It's still, I'm going to tell it in a way that is authentic to me. Like people are going to believe that's how I would have reacted to that.
Yeah, I think that's a testament of good joke writing and structure and everything. It's like when either the audience, even if they feel it's made up, they sometimes they'll come to you and be like, "Is that a true story?"
Yeah,
because they want to know what. Let's say it's not. They want to know the real story. Their interest is still piqued even when you called the set, when you're done with the set, and then also just you want your material to be captivating and feel original. Like people in the audience can't just be like, well, I already know where he's going with this. I never like that.
I don't like that either. I don't like that either. I don't like anytime somebody can tell where I'm going with a joke.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Now, I've had a couple recently that I've dropped from my set because I will be going into a punchline and somebody will say it from the audience. Yeah. I'm like, oh, well, that's obviously way too predictable. I got to stop telling that joke.
Yep. I do that with my own material. Like for example, if I'm doing a Friday show, I did this past weekend. I did a Friday show and I had two couples said they were going to come back the next day, and they did. And I was like, well, and so I'm like during the opening acts set, I'm basically shifting my set around because I don't want to feel like they could karaoke my stuff.
Yeah,
you know.
And the key is to there is a aspect to fans coming to your show and wanting to hear certain sets.
Yeah,
but there is also there has to be, you have to figure out that balance of they might want to hear that set, but also if I do the same material, they're also going to be bored, especially if they just came to my show last night, that kind of stuff.
It makes me think of another one of my favorite comedians, Brian Regan. Mm-hmm. Like he just amazingly prolific, has lots of material, but at the end of shows, he'll do, okay, who wants, who's got some favorites, and he'll ask the audience what bits they want to hear.
It's pretty cool.
I kind of like that, and I know it seems on paper that seems clunky and deliberate, which to me, I'm always very much about being able to flow and stuff like that. But
Right.
if I ever get to the point where I'm famous enough that I have fans, that's probably what I'll do too. Or like, okay, who wants to hear something from the special at the, after I've already kind of created a well-rounded set that they haven't heard before. It's like, hey, if you want to hear some extra stuff, let me know. If you came here expecting to hear my HOA bit, then that was a callback to something we haven't discussed yet. That was a call forward.
Anachronism.
Actually, I saw Dan Cummins do that. At the Comedy Zone, he was like, "Hey, here's my set." He's like, "Oh yeah," and was talking about like, "Oh, people that know me from my podcast, you've heard me reference this story. Let me tell this at the end of my set." Just kind of thing. It was he was able to control the flow, the crowd really well. It worked because he has so much material that you're able to go back and play the oldies.
Yeah. I worked with Howie Mandel one time, and he was working on some new stuff. He did a drop-in spot when I was at the Orlando Improv one year, and he's like, I want to do some new stuff, guys, if you guys bear with me. But if I make it through this batch of new stuff and you guys are on board still, I'll open it up to requests. Oh. And then he did his new stuff, and they were just eating out of the palm of his hand.
Right.
And then all the requests were just him doing voices, but him doing dirty versions of the voices. it was weird. I was like, all right, okay, that's not where I thought this was going, but
all right. So it's a normal crowd.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's. Speaking of dirty versions of cute voices, let's talk about our topic a little bit today.
Nice.
What time is it right now?
12:18.
12:18. Okay. All right. I got plenty of time. Okay. All right. So our topic today is haunted refrigerator night.
Yes.
Is that right?
Haunted refrigerator night. I love this.
So.
It sounds like a Temu horror movie, or not TV.
Sci-fi. It sounds like Sci-Fi Channel. It sounds like what they air after Sharknado. It's like what's our next franchise? Haunted refrigerator.
Look, I'm glad we're off the shark. We've had Ghost Shark. We've had Sharknado. Let's go home appliance. Okay, we can get a Maytag tie-in.
There's creepiness in the Frigidaire.
Yeah. Now this is appropriate for what day is this? This is the day before Halloween.
Yep, October 30th.
October 30th. This is appropriate. Now last year, our Halloween episode, we did Frankenstein Friday.
Frankenstein Friday.
Yeah, we did Frankenstein Friday, which is on Halloween this year.
Is it? Yes, it is.
Frankenstein Friday. It's always the last Friday of October.
Oh, wow.
So the Frankenstein Friday is on Halloween this year.
I may have to paint myself green again.
Yeah. Which I'm a huge fan of the Frankenstein book. But anyway, what do you have? Okay. What do you like? I have no idea. I can't even fathom what this holiday
so
would be.
This is what it says per Google. It was created by Thomas and Ruth Roy of Wellcat Holidays and Herbs. I'm assuming that's a restaurant, or is that a weird city name?
What that is. Yeah,
it's right next to the City of Industry in California.
Oh, I'm assuming it's a restaurant because
that is also a callback for a conversation we haven't had yet.
This is the Time Machine episode. It's to encourage people to clean out their refrigerators and dispose of old, forgotten leftovers, which are comically referred to as haunted. The traditions involve opening your fridge to face the horrors lurking in the back, and it serves as a spooky-themed pre-Halloween activity. Basically, you're cleaning out your refrigerator.
Clean out your refrigerator day.
Do you want me to go get something from my refrigerator to see what kind of horror?
Go find something expired from your refrigerator or leftovers.
Oh, God.
Now, while you're doing that,
yeah.
I will say my refrigerator, I do hate my refrigerator because whoever designed my kitchen put the refrigerator right in the corner up against the wall, and so you can't open the door completely. So it only opens, you know how a refrigerator, it opens to beyond a right angle, right?
Yeah.
Well, you can only open it to a right angle because there's a wall there. So I can't even fit in my refrigerator. Like I can't fit if I'm looking for something, I can't fit my whole body in that area.
Oh, you got to send in one of the
kids?
So
I have to I have to go to the side and maybe, but if there's something in the back of the fridge, I can't get to it. I have to have one of the kids get it or something.
Wow. So I mean, so Not only it also forces you to do yoga. Apparently,
Yeah, right.
Like,
I feel like I have almost separated a shoulder a couple times trying to get
Yeah.
that last slice of American cheese in the back of the drawer or whatever.
a word. What we got here?
Well, he found something.
Right, so I've got a yogurt that has a Best By date that we are past. It is a lemon yogurt. And I have some butternut squash that I cooked and forgot about.
Oh wow.
So yeah, my fridge was haunted, and apparently I just ghost busted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he exorcised the demons.
We end up cleaning out our fridge when we get more food to put in it. You know what I mean? Like it stays like that stuff. Like we find whenever we get groceries, it's like we shove everything in as fast as we can because everyone hates putting away groceries, and then it's like you get to a point where it's like I can no longer fit the new stuff, so now I have to take out the old stuff. Like that's how long our stuff stays in our refrigerator.
Yeah. As a kid, that was my favorite. That was my favorite time was getting groceries when things wouldn't fit because it's like it's either throw it away or we eat it.
Yeah, right.
And I'm like, yeah. I've been eyeballing that Totino's pizza for a while. Yeah.
Freezers, those are the worst offenders because that stuff doesn't go bad. So that just sit,
it goes
you end up
bad.
shoving in. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
but you end up shoving more and more stuff in a freezer if you don't eat it.
Yeah. Because the thought process is it lasts longer.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. But we've also had we've had to clear out the freezer and we've had some weird dinners. You're like, oh, corn dogs and steak, awesome. Like this is weird.
Waffles and Totinos. All right.
Seriously.
Waffles and pizza rolls.
Yeah. Or but you just finish up all the half-eaten pints of ice cream.
Yeah. What? What do you think is the biggest? Oh, yeah. So this goes right along. So yesterday I found a box of ice cream sandwiches, maybe over a year old box of ice cream sandwiches in the freezer.
Okay.
Maybe more. I mean, I don't know how old, like very old. And it was like pinned up against the back. And I'm trying to put something in. I'm like, visually, I feel like I have more room back there. So there must be something back there. So I pull out everything and I look back there. There's just a box of ice cream sandwiches pinned up against the back of the freezer. And I pull them out and I eat one. And it, I don't know how to, it tasted like the packaging. Like that's what it tasted like.
Oh.
Like it tasted like it was really bad because ice cream sandwiches are not air sealed. Ice cream sandwiches are just wrapped in paper.
Yeah, and then frozen. So it's not like like a lot of things that are frozen are air sealed, or at least some sort of sealed, but not ice cream sandwiches. There's no sealing when it comes to an ice cream sandwich. So I would say they have one of the shorter shelf lives as far as freezer food. But it only tastes
like the packaging?
It was.
Because I mean, my worry and concern with something not air sealed in a freezer it'll take on the characteristics of baking soda.
Oh,
where it absorbs everything.
That could have been it. Yeah, it definitely tasted. It tasted very artificial. Is like it kind of haunted me the rest of the day. Speaking of, because then it kind of tasted in my mouth. It like stayed in my mouth a little after that for a few hours, and I'm like, this was not good.
But that's it though. It didn't haunt you in other areas.
No, I didn't have any. It didn't have any stomach ache problems because it was in the freezer, but it just was. Now I will say the ice cream was no longer white; like it was kind of a yellowish color.
Okay.
I ate the whole thing. So I don't know.
So the ice cream sandwich took on the patina of an old toy left out of the sun.
Yes, exactly. And I don't know why. I felt like I started eating it and I was like, I should have just thrown it out.
Yeah.
But I kept eating it and finished the ice cream sandwich. Because I don't know.
I would have been tempted too. I love ice cream sandwiches, man.
I love ice cream sandwiches.
I'd have been like, well, the first one wasn't that bad.
I was more sad about the fact that I had forgotten they were back there. Yeah. Like I was trying to mourn that loss and try to get something out. Like I was like, if I eat this one, I have to finish it. Otherwise, it's a waste. Like I wasted a box of ice cream sandwiches.
Yeah, I mean, they were sad too. They're like, I thought Joey loved us.
I know.
We didn't fulfill our purpose.
Yeah.
All of our beautiful nutrients have been washed away, and now we are just a yellow piece of paper tasting
no,
stuff.
it just tastes like paper.
like an alternate universe of
Yeah.
the Toy Story world.
Now my favorite ice cream sandwich is just vanilla. Like I like the vanilla with the chocolate.
Yeah.
Like that's the best. Cookies and cream ice cream sandwiches are pretty good too.
Depends on the cookies and the cream.
Yes,
you know?
but the standard ice cream sandwich is best.
Yeah.
I also prefer the chocolate part to be a little more on the side of cookie than cake, in my opinion. Like I like it to be a little firm.
I do not like ice cream sandwiches. The normal packaged ones. I do not like the cookie part.
Oh, really?
I hate that.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm a terrible fat guy for that reason. But no, I've just never really liked it. So
see, I like a standard ice cream sandwich, and I like the chocolate part to be a little more wafery than cakey.
yeah,
Like when it gets a little too soft, and I want there to be a distinct separation between the ice cream
The textures
and
stuff.
and the texture of the
Yeah.
ice cream and the chocolate part.
And
in
now,
my opinion.
if it's like a fancy ice cream sandwich, like, hey, we have this fresh made cookie and we're gonna put some ice cream on it and put another cookie on top. That's cookies and ice cream. I'm 100% in. I
you
will
like the softer ice cream sandwich,
no.
or you just don't like ice cream sandwiches in general?
Not real big on them. No. Yeah.
We're gonna have to take your fat guy card
Yeah,
away.
I love the ice cream. To me, it's like potato salad. And let me explain.
We've talked about this before. Yeah.
Potato salad takes all of these wonderful ingredients and puts them together and makes it worse. It's just not as good as the
we disagree
individual.
about
On
that.
that
I
front,
love-
I can agree.
I-
I do not like potato salad.
Yeah.
My
See,
mom makes
I
some
love potato
fantastic
salad.
potato
Yeah.
salad. Apparently, and I'm like, nope. I'm
Really?
sorry.
Yeah, like
See,
all,
I love potato salad.
No.
I love potato salad, but I will agree, it has to be not every potato salad is good. Like I'll get potato salad sometimes.
Mhm.
I would say my record of success with potato salad is low. Like I would say maybe 20% of potato salads are actually good. And then the rest are edible, too bad.
you're optimistic with that 20%, but yes,
Well, you don't like potato salad.
yeah,
I
no.
like potato salad if it's good potato salad.
This is within the same vein of the topic. So what are some things that probably would never make it to a haunted refrigerator night? Like maybe you gobble them up real quick. Like for me, some things like spaghetti, for example, you can have different spaghetti sauces, but for the most part, spaghetti is spaghetti. As long as you cook the noodles a certain way, the sauce, spaghetti. There hasn't been too many spaghettis that have been like, whoa, this is awful.
right.
Yeah,
But
that's not
there's
something that gets left in the refrigerator.
yeah, there's some things. I
Yeah.
mean, French fries, I think, are another thing for the most part.
I don't think for me, I don't think French fries are making it into the refrigerator.
Yeah, see, I mean,
Yeah.
but like spaghetti's
Yeah.
something that makes it 1 or 2 days tops.
Yeah.
Unless I'm like just really full. or
It gets
something
eaten.
like that.
Well, I
Yeah.
always whenever I make spaghetti for my family, there's always leftovers. I always make more than what we eat, and so there's always leftovers. But it gets eaten. It never gets
Yeah.
haunted. It like spaghetti always gets eaten
It
in my house.
it's haunted in my house because not everyone likes spaghetti.
Really,
Yeah,
I thought spaghetti was pretty universal.
I live with the pickiest people in the world. It's
No,
See,
I-
all of my family loves spaghetti.
Yeah,
Everybody in my family loves spaghetti.
Yeah, no,
So-
it's weird. As I gotten older, I've expanded my horizons food wise, but I used to be very picky as a kid. I didn't realize it was probably a spectrum thing too.
Yeah,
Food aversion type thing, or whatever. But yeah, I was very picky as a kid, and now I'm like, as I'm getting older, I'm 40 years old, and my family's like, oh, you eat sushi now? You know, like you would have never. I was like, I was 11. What do you like?
Leftover pizza does not last.
Yeah.
That never makes it to the haunted
Oh.
phase in my house.
No. I mean,
Yeah.
even cold.
Yeah,
Cold
even
pizza.
cold. I'll eat
pizza's
cold
great.
pizza all the time.
Yeah.
Cold pizza is the best for breakfast.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's something about the cheese that does it is I don't know, like other things. Cold cheese tears me up. Cold
Yeah.
pizza cheese, I don't know
Yeah,
what
it's
it is,
great.
but it's
It's great.
fine. My body's like, all right, bud. You know.
I wonder if it's because it's cooked once before it gets,
Could be.
and then so it
Could
doesn't.
be something.
Maybe
Because I mean, all cheese has like fungus and enzymes and all that
Yeah.
stuff. It's a lot of science that I don't know about, but yeah, you're right. I mean, it's baked.
It's already been cooked, so
Bacon,
that
and
whatever.
and it's had other flavors marry
Yeah,
into it
right.
from that cooking process.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
I can tell you one thing that has never haunted my fridge is bacon. So if
yeah, it
if
gets eaten. Yeah.
if we buy bacon,
All
wow,
right.
it's
There must be an actual ghost that didn't like bacon.
yeah, it's the ghost of a pig.
Yeah. Wilbur.
Hopefully this is still working.
Yeah.
Yeah, it appears to be because you're not throwing things.
The government doesn't want us to know about.
It's Chen.
Another callback for
Another callback
future
to
conversation.
I might actually bring it up in this episode because I do kind of want Marcus's opinion. on it.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
All right.
that's
but-
a good one.
Let's see. Okay, it's still recording, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Now's the perfect time. We've introduced Chen.
All right. Here's the thing. So we talked about this. We will talk about this on the next episode, but we're going to mostly get Bobby's perspective and my perspective. Now I'd like your perspective. So we're going to get Marcus's perspective first, and you'll hear our perspectives next in the next episode next week.
Yeah.
I received a piece of mail recently.
Okay.
It was a bubble mailer. And it was just a plain bubble mailer. So with just like gray, just a normal one you buy at the store. So it didn't have any markings from any specific carrier.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like specifically a FedEx bubble mailer or something like that. Just a regular bubble mailer. It was addressed to Joey Nickel and my home address, which is odd. There is only one platform that I have that name attached to an address, and that is TikTok, because I order stuff on TikTok.
Okay.
Or I'll get free samples from TikTok Shop or whatever, and
Yeah.
that will come to Joey Nickel at my address. It's the
Okay.
only thing that I ever get mail for Joey Nickel.
Yeah.
The only other people that would even know Joey Nickel lives at my address would be maybe like the Comedy Zone, because they have my W9.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. So, but even then, it would probably be addressed to my real name if
Yeah.
they sent me something. So I get a bubble mailer. I open the bubble. And the return address is a city in California called City of Industry, California, which is an odd name, but that is the name. I looked it up. It is a real city. That is the city name, City of Industry.
Oh, that's a real
California.
city.
That's a real city name.
It's not called industry. It's called City of Industry.
Yeah, the actual city name is City of Industry. It's not Industry, California. It's City of Industry, California.
Okay, this already sounds like a sci-fi movie.
Yes. The person who sent it to me, the only name on the return address is Chen. That's it. Chen. That's all that's on there. No,
CHEN?
Chen. Chen.
Okay.
There's no last name. There's no first name. There's no business name. Just Chen, with City of Industry. I won't say the street address, but
Yeah.
that's the city. It's addressed to me. I open it up, and it is a ripped piece of cardboard, like a flap to a cardboard box that's been ripped,
Okay.
and it's maybe about this big, and that is all that is in there. There's no like card in there. There's no like I thought maybe when I first got it, I thought maybe the cardboard was in there to protect like a card,
Yeah.
or like a trading card or
Yeah.
something. Nothing, just the ripped piece of cardboard. That is all that's in there. So immediately I'm like, this is some sort of conspiracy, right? Like I have no idea what it is. I tried looking up the address and the person. I can't find any more information than that the address exists. I don't know. No information about who Chen is.
Did you Google Chen?
I Googled Chen.
Did you Google Chen?
I Googled Chen and that address
Okay.
and the City of Industry, all that. No results.
Okay.
I mean, the closest I got was they sent me the closest result I got was for a Chinese restaurant that was in another town.
Yeah.
That was not in City of Industry.
Yeah.
And it was like so none
What's
of
the
that.
closest? You said California.
California,
What's
City
the
of
closest?
Industry.
What's the closest large city?
That I don't remember. I don't
Yeah.
remember if I went
My
that far with
investigative
it.
mind is like
Yeah, I
going
know.
into all these different things now.
So I got it. Actually got it the same day that I was working with Todayispodcast, and so I brought it to the show to show him and be like, "This may ruin my life. just because I will be obsessed about this it will be in my brain until I can figure out what's going on. I probably will never figure out what's going on, and this could ruin my life for my mental health. And he's like, and so he's like, well, maybe this is. At first, he's like, well, sign it and send it back, just to, maybe just act like it was fan mail or something. First we're coming up with the funny stuff, and then he's like, wait a minute, what if this is evidence in some sort of murder or something like that, and now you've put your fingerprints on it? And Dusty's like, now my fingerprints are on it. So we're all like, now we're starting to freak out because Dusty likes to get into the conspiracy theories.
Oh yeah.
So he's already freaking out about this now.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't take him long to get into the conspiracy
It
theories.
sounded like he was having a good time.
Yeah. my only thing I can possibly think of is that one of the TikTok shops that I've bought stuff from was trying to send me some sort of ad or a promotion or a coupon, and made a mistake and didn't, like, accidentally sent me that instead of a coupon. The cardboard makes it worse than nothing. Like, if it was nothing,
was it like ripped weirdly? Was it like an actual flush square that was ripped off?
It was like, okay, it was like if I took a piece of a cardboard flap, and so it had part of the corner of it. It's as if I just ripped that, and then so there was like a ripped side, and then a one little edge side.
And good.
I was gonna say, I've got a working theory. Since we are time jumping, it was Chin, who is now a fan of the show, was sending us his haunted refrigerator leavings.
Yeah.
Could be the label, but all the important information about the expiration date were off.
Yeah.
And by the way, no writing on the cardboard at all. No, and it's not ripped in a way that was, nobody had any thought in the ripping of it. Like, nobody was like rip. It was just like frump, or like it got torn off in a machine, maybe, or so. There was
did the
no
bubble mailer look like it was tampered with.
No, the bubble mailer was not tampered with. The bubble mailer was sealed. I mean, when I got it, I immediately was like, I didn't order anything from TikTok. Like, this is weird. I already thought it was weird, and then I opened it, and it got even weirder.
Wow.
And I had an hour drive to Gainesville then, and so the whole hour I'm just like, first of all, I'm like, my first thought was I should not tell anybody about this, because this could, like, what if this is some sort of weird blackmail or something, or what if this is, and then the more I thought about it, I was like, no, I should, like, that's ridiculous. I should tell somebody about it because I want to get people's opinion. Now this will be the first time I've put this out into public. So if there's somebody that knows something about this, or this has happened to them,
yes, Chen, let us know.
If Chen is out there, I honestly have no idea what it is. I can't even. I mean, the only thing I can think of is that what I said, where it was like, it was a TikTok shop trying to send me a coupon or something, and there was some sort of mistake. But even then, when I get stuff from TikTok shop, it usually says that on the package.
Yeah.
It usually says TikTok, or it'll say the business that it's from.
Yeah.
To just say Chen is so weird.
I mean, the TikTok shop, when you get it, it has an address, right?
Yeah.
Where's it coming from? It's not City of Industry.
No, but it doesn't. TikTok shop will come from all over. Like, there's no specific place TikTok
it's
shop
almost like
comes
Amazon?
from. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot like Amazon. So you'll get it from all over, but it'll almost always say TikTok on the return label. Or it'll say like something, it'll be the name of the business that I bought the thing from. On TikTok, whoever TikTok shop it is.
Well, that's why I was asking if it was tampered with, or like, because like I've had in the past where I've got a package from somewhere and you get it, and like I guess maybe when they were scanning or when they do the inspections and stuff, they had to open certain packages, and then they try to like put it back together, but like in the process they lost something. Yeah, I mean, that would be a good explanation, but for as far as I could tell, there was no tampering. Yeah. And usually when it's something of that size, if it has to be opened or tampered with, they will then put it in another envelope that's clear. Have you ever gotten that before? No.
But I've gotten, so I had a so my dad was getting on a flight and forgot he had a little Swiss Army knife in his pocket. And they had I don't know if they still do this, but back then they had like a little mailbox there that you could like put a stamp on something, or like you could mail something to yourself that you forgot about. Like, oh, I forgot I had this in my pocket,
okay.
and then you could just mail it to yourself.
Yeah.
And
So
then
a common sense solution that we've obviously gotten past.
yeah, right. So there used to be a way you could just grab an envelope and mail it to yourself. Well, he put this little, I don't know why, but he put this little, the little Swiss Army knife that goes on your keychain.
Yeah.
He put it in just a standard envelope and tried to mail it to himself. And I don't know what machine he broke in the process that was trying to sort mail, but it came in a clear envelope that said like damaged or something like that. And then it did not have it in it anymore. There was a hole in the envelope where the pocket knife used to be, and it was just a blank envelope. And we're like, well, that broke some sort of sorting machine.
Oh my god!
For the post office, it's like
maybe that's why they don't have that machine there.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
So I know that sometimes when stuff gets tampered with or damaged, they will then put it in a special envelope so it's been damaged. And I think it even said like a damaged item missing or something like that. Or something, and then, but that's not what happened with this. It was just a bubble mailer that seemed completely pristine, like nothing about it seemed tampered with.
Yeah,
and to make matters worse, I cannot find it now. I do not know where it is, and I thought I made an effort to put it aside because I'm like, I need to put this aside and remember this so I can show people, and I can't find it.
Wow.
Now.
Well, that feels scary.
Yeah.
I will say when we recorded last week, you had brought it with you.
I did, yeah.
And
I did.
And I remember noticing the envelope and being like, hey, and you're like, oh, we'll talk about it next week. And I'm like, oh cool.
Yeah.
So I saw the bubble envelope. I don't remember the address, but I remember seeing that.
As far as I know, it served its purpose. Somebody has collected it, and it is now evidence with my fingerprints on it.
Or smallpox.
Or yeah.
Oh yeah. The new
luckily,
COVID?
I've had the vaccine for smallpox, but
Yeah. But not for large pox.
Yeah.
Large pox is gonna. I mean, we're going like deep dive in the conspiracy world, but like it could just be someone's like, this is gonna blow his mind.
I know.
It's
Well,
like-
that's the other
like
thing is like if it is a prank,
It's just a prank.
which it could be.
Yeah.
Which if it is a prank, like usually the person who does the prank wants to know that it worked, right? I don't see a method of them where they're guaranteed to know that it worked. Other than they expected me to talk about it on the podcast. Like that could be. Maybe they expected me to talk about it, or they expected me to bring it up to my friends, and it is one of my friends.
Yeah.
Like, one
of your friends from City of Industry?
Yeah, one of my friends from... That's the other thing is like, there is a return address on it. Now, the return address could be a red herring. The return address could mean nothing.
Right.
Like, that could just be... I don't know.
Well, let's see. City of Industry. Let's say instead of city spelled with a C, it's K. Joe Coy. Joe Coy sent it to
Joe
you.
Coy sent it to me.
So I looked.
He's
it up.
known for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
City of Industry is part of Los Angeles.
Oh, so it is in the Los Angeles
Yeah,
area.
it's in
Okay.
the San Gabriel Valley, part
Okay.
of this greater Los Angeles area.
Hmm.
I
don't know if that helps or not.
No.
I don't know if that gives us any information or
Maybe it's a
not.
prop piece from a movie, and you just lost it. No, it's
Maybe
very
I
expensive
don't.
prop piece.
I just don't
Oh,
like it's
original piece of the Millennium Falcon or
Yeah.
something. It's
Oh,
just-
from 7. It's what was in the box.
It is the box. It's what's left of the box from 7. Yeah, that's what it is. It's what's left of Gwyneth Paltrow's head. Spoiler alert.
yeah.
Pulp Fiction. It was what was in the briefcase.
Yeah, it's what was in the briefcase. Yeah.
Basically it's a MacGuffin.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. If anybody out there can tell me what they think it is. It's now spanned over 3 weeks of this podcast that I've talked about it or meant to talk about it. But yeah, I did bring it to record last week because I was going to talk about it, but we ended up talking about too much stuff. I didn't bring it up. But yeah, I don't know where it went after that.
Maybe they knew you were gonna do this like weird sequential thing of time machine with the
Yeah, I think it's Chin from the future.
yeah. Chin from the future.
Now, if I get this again in the mail, like if somebody mails the package to me in another package, and like I lost it, and then they feel like, well, this has the guy's address on it, I might as well send it to him. He might need his cardboard.
And then it disappears,
Yeah.
and then another
Yeah.
envelope comes, and it just keeps on. It
It's just
keeps
a
on
whole cycle.
recycling.
I don't know. It's the weirdest thing I've ever gotten in the mail. I will say I have gotten there have been other instances of stuff like this where I was a fan of the British Office. This is before the American Office even existed. I was a fan of the British Office, and me and my roommates, when we were in the dorms in college, we really liked it, but we couldn't find it in the United States to watch. Like, it was hard to find a version of it in the United States. And I think it was like airing on PBS at the time or something. Like, it would show every now and then on PBS, so we'd get some clips of it. We'd see an episode here and there. And then we're like, maybe we should just buy the DVDs. Like, maybe we should just like chip in and buy order the DVDs. And at the time, we're poor college kids, like, so we're like, at the time, buying a box set of a TV show seemed like a lot of money. So we're like, maybe we just chip in. Well, then maybe a day after that, it came in the mail. We had not ordered it. Nobody had said they wanted it. Or nobody had ordered it, and it came in the mail to me. Like, we had not ordered it, and I was like, I have superpowers. I show my roommates, and I'm like, well, I don't know how this came. Nobody ordered this, right? Like, this came to me in my name, and they're like, no, we didn't order it. And then so like for a good couple days, we're like, how did this come to us? Like, how did we get this? Like, who prayed real hard? Like, who like what?
So,
it was so weird. Now I do have an answer to it, but what did you have a theory?
I was gonna say you invented time travel, and that's what you spend it on.
Yeah, sending myself the box set of The Office on DVD. So then I did end up bringing it up to my brother. I'm like, hey, I don't know how this happened. He's like, oh, I sent it to you. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, it was simple as that. He just ordered it and sent it to me.
Oh, I thought it was Shin from the Future, which ironically is the name of the working title for Terminator in China.
Chen from the future.
Chen from the future.
Yeah, that's the name of that's what we should name this episode.
Which oddly also takes place in City of Industry.
Yeah. All right. Any shows coming up you want to promote?
I got a show in New Smyrna Beach Halloween at the Brandon Center.
Oh yeah.
And then I got your show in November 7th. Nakati Good Beer.
Really good beer stop.
Really good beer stop.
Yeah, definitely come to that. We've sold some tickets already. I just posted the so this is, when is this? This is Thursday. I posted on Tuesday the tickets, and we've already sold some tickets. Nice. So we're off to a good start. Hopefully we can get another sellout for that one. But yes, definitely come November 7th. Really good beer stop. Marcus Crespo will be there. It'll be a good show.
Of the year, apparently.
Yeah, it's the last one we're doing for the year. Yeah. It's the last show of the year at Really Good Beer Stop. So if you want to be able to see us before February, if you want to be able to see us there before February, come November 7th. And tomorrow night, see him in New Smyrna Beach if you're in New Smyrna Beach, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's tomorrow. Yeah. Holy moly! Yeah. Wow, time is flying.
Yes.
It's time travel.
Time travel. Yeah.
Bobby, you got any shows coming up?
I will be in Savannah on November 8th for the comic battle. So comic review Savannah, you'll find it.
Yeah. So come out to that if you're in the Savannah area or you want to make the trip.
Want to fight other comics.
Yeah. And then hopefully December 26th, 27th. We'll have me and Wes and Bobby will have our big show. We're still looking for a venue. So if you have a venue, if you know of a venue that's willing to do better than take half of our money for the show, please let us know so that we can get our show set up there. So anyway, thank you for listening. Today has been Haunted Refrigerator Night. Clean out your refrigerators, people.
Do it.
Don't do what I did and let those ice cream sandwiches go to waste. Yeah. It's very sad.
And you don't want your pizzas tasting like coleslaw.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm Joey Nickel.
I'm Bobby Parker.
And I'm Marcus Crespo.
Today is whatever we say it is. and you're here for it. I did that out of order. It doesn't matter. See you tomorrow.
Have a good one.
Today is whatever they say it is, and we're here for it.